Hello guys, this is Oski, and today we're going to be talking about Chapter 6 of Fortnite, and basically what I'd like to see in regards to skins, collabs, gameplay, all that sort of stuff. So let's get right into it. So there's been lots of leaks, and we all know that it's a Japanese, old Japanese theme. So first, I want to start off talking about collabs and some things that I think would fit perfectly within this season theme. First of all, we have the Ghost of Tsushima collab. This is a game I love. I played it. I finished the whole thing, and I had a lot of fun. One of my favorite games ever. And Jin Sakai, the main protagonist, would be an amazing skin for the game. You would obviously have his default ghost armor on, the one that he gets by completing the story. And then maybe also an edit style with like the Sakai clan armor, which is his family's armor, which is more of a samurai armor, while his is more of a kind of assassin ninja type thing. So I think those would be two really great edit styles. And overall, I would definitely pick up that skin. His pickaxe would be his katana, of course. And yeah, it would just be an amazing skin that I would for sure buy. And then perhaps if they wanted to go with like a ghost stance mythic, there's like an ability in the game where you can like basically just kill people really quickly, kind of like anime style with your katana. You draw it and then you shing, like one hit them. And I think that would be a really cool mythic to do. Pretty similar to the Kinetic Blade in its own regard, but I have heard the rumor that there's another katana mythic coming out. I don't really know how you do something different than what they've already done, so we'd have to see. But if they didn't go the Ghost of Tsushima route, or even if they did, I would also like to see Demon Slayer skins in the game. I love Demon Slayer as well. And with the whole katana and sword being an important part, I think this would go perfectly. We could see skins like Tanjiro, Nezuko, Rengoku, Tengen, Uzui. All four of those are awesome characters that I would love to see in the game. Those are my picks at least. And you could think of some mythics for them, like the different breathing styles. Like Tanjiro would have a katana mythic, or you pick it up and you have the fire, effect on your blade, and you like do his Hinokami Kagura, where he like jumps and spins in a fire slash. I think that would be an amazing, beautiful looking mythic in game. I think that could look really cool. Nezuko could have like a kicking mythic, kind of like the firebending one they just had with Avatar, where she kicks because that's her way of fighting. You could do a ton of stuff for, Demon Slayer. There could be all sorts of different breathing types, like water. It'd be similar to the Avatar with all the different elements, but it would look different because you'd have it on a sword rather than, just use your hands. But they could make it look cool. Also, One Piece would be something I would be really want to see. Luffy, obviously, he could have like his multiple gears for styles, and that could even be a mythic. Like have some of his abilities from his different power ups. Zoro would be an amazing skin with a really simple mythic. His just 3-sword style, where you pick it up, put the sword in your mouth, you hold the other two, and you kind of just slash at them, and maybe you do his ultimate move, Onigiri, where you slice them. I think that would be really cool, and I would totally buy all the One Piece skins, all the Demon Slayer skins, all the Ghost of Tsushima skins. Nami could have her weather pole that, calls down lightning and other effects. That could just be a weapon, not necessarily mythic. Kind of just like the Black Panther claws. Usopp could have a skin, and a slingshot is kind of unlikely as a weapon for them to add. A bit unrealistic, but maybe. Sanji, like Nezuko, could have a kicking mythic, because that's what he's all about when he fights. Very similar to the firebending one, like I mentioned. And now, we're going to talk about our next section. So those are the collabs I think I'd like to see. And let me know if you guys have any other thoughts about that. Any ones I might have missed. But I really like anime, so I'm really excited for this season. I'm really excited for all potential collabs they could do. But now we're going to talk about Battle Pass skins I'd like to see. The first one I'd like to see is this bread dog. These are all from the survey, and they're all Japanese themed. This is how we kind of knew that this season was going to be Japanese themed. But this like dog made out of like bread, I think it is, who's just hilarious. He's kind of buff, and he's a great meme skin. I love skins like this. This crow with a crow foot on his necklace. He's like a humanoid crow. Super cool skin. Kind of edgy, but also very cool looking. I love the color splash there on the outfit. As well as this raccoon, or tanuki probably. because that's Japanese raccoon, is a super buff raccoon. He looks super cool as well. He's got scars across his face, look awesome. There's a koi dude that kind of reminds me of the River Guard, or the Mizuki character from season 2 of chapter 4 with Mega City. So that might tie into the storyline maybe. There's this lady that looks to go with the raven skin. She has like raven feathers all over her. She got really cool hairstyle. Her outfit's cool because it's like made of raven feathers, and it's just overall really sick looking skin. As well as this other girl who kind of looks like a Yakuza member. She got a white jacket on, an eye patch. She looks super cool. And then finally, this tiny dog inside of he's the samurai, but he's a tiny dog head, and I think it just looks hilarious, but also kind of really cool. So those are the skins that I really like to see. There's another one, this kind of snow monkey one. I think that would fit with something I'm going to talk about a little bit later. But yeah, those are the skins I want to see. You can probably notice a pattern of them all being like animal-like skins. But I just think those are the funniest skins. Trust me, I'm not a furry, okay? I just think those skins are funny. And I like the meme skins, and they're usually animals, because playing as a humanoid animal is a lot funnier than playing as a real person. Let's be honest here. All right. Now that we're done talking about Battle Pass skins I'd like to see, we're going to talk about some gameplay or Fortnite like gameplay type things I'd like to see in the game. So, first one is like another type of katana mythic. Like I said earlier, they could do this for like basically any of those animes I mentioned, like Zoro's, the different breathing styles for Demon Slayer, the Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost stance. Like there's so many different options they could do, or they could do a Fortnite original one where it's just like, I don't know, they just have to figure out a way to make it different than the one we already had in chapter 4. Or another thought I had is maybe they just bring back the kinetic blade. But it would also be nice to see a new one. I think a snowy mountain area is a must, with maybe snow monkeys as wildlife in hot springs. And then maybe in those hot springs you can heal like in Ghost of Tsushima. I think that's a great idea. Just you go in the hot spring, because I'm pretty sure they did that in the hot springs in chapter 4. So this isn't the most original idea because they've already kind of done it. But I think the snow high up in the mountains adds a little bit of flavor to it. All right, one thing I forgot to mention, I think having this snow biome with, hot springs, I think one thing they really have had a missed opportunity with is having wildlife. And this doesn't even necessarily mean wildlife that's interactable. Just wildlife on the map makes it feel so much more alive, and just the map is real. It kind of feels empty and almost like a nuke town in a way when there's no animals. And I know a lot of people hate animals because they get annoying sometimes, but like I'm saying, these animals don't even have to be interactable. They can just literally just sit there and be cosmetic wise, and just maybe a few animations. But having snow monkeys would be awesome, and I think it would just make the map so much more cool. And I feel like that's something that I honestly am confused they haven't done yet. So yeah, I just wanted to make that mention real quick. Also, the snow monkeys are a must. A rice or field and farm area, rice field or farm, with big open fields that you can just fight across, kind of just like a regular farm POI in Fortnite. I think that's a really good idea. I think another a waterfall POI is a really cool idea with maybe a hidden temple behind it. I think that would be really scenic and beautiful. And speaking of scenic and beautiful, I really hope they go back to chapter 4 graphics. That's something I want to see in this next chapter, or at least something similar to that, because the graphics in chapter 5 were a little bit too realistic. Color's a little bit muted. It all kind of looked the same, and it wasn't really my vibe. It looked too much like Call of Duty. So I hope they bring back color and then cartoony-ish graphics that are chapter 4, the perfect balance between cartoonish and realistic. So I think that's what I want to see. Temples and shrines around the map that you can maybe get rewards at or something like that by offering a blessing or bowing, kind of like in Ghost of Tsushima. I think that's a really cool idea. And then somehow they need to make a Japanese-inspired movement or vehicle. And I don't really know what this could be, because in old ancient Japan, they didn't really have vehicles that I'm aware of. So I guess this probably would just end up being the katana, kind of like how we had with Leonardo from TMNT or the kinetic blade. I don't think they should bring back attachments, or maybe just make them more available and add some more unique ones, but it doesn't really fit the theme in my opinion. I think they should keep upgrade benches. I love upgrade benches, being able to upgrade your weapons. Another idea for a forest biome, and maybe have some like tanuki in there or other spirits like oni and like ghosts and monsters, because I saw leaks about like a boss that kind of hunts you, and I think that's a really cool idea. Tanuki are Japanese raccoons, by the way. Yeah, just ghosts in a forest would be really cool, because there's a mission in Ghost of Tsushima where you go into this forest that has like a bunch of lanterns lit up. It's really foggy and really creepy. It's said to be haunted, and that mission just sticks out to me so much. I would love to see something like that in this new map. Maybe like a haunted forest, haunted bamboo forest right there. Please, Fortnite, put that in the game. Finally, there's a swinging mechanic that's rumored or was leaked to be coming with Chapter 6. And there's a weapon in Ghost of Tsushima, like a grapple hook type thing, where you can use it to swing. So maybe that's something. Maybe I'm reaching, but grapple, like kind of like the grapple blade, something like that would be really cool and would fit the theme, I think. We did just have that this last chapter, but that was 4 seasons ago. But yeah, so those are my thoughts about things they could possibly do for this new chapter. Overall, I'm really excited because I love, just Japanese things in general. I think ancient Japan is such a cool period of time. I watched Shogun, absolutely loved that. I love anime. So there's so many collabs they could do. There's so many items they could add. And I know we already had a Japanese season with Mega, which was supposed to be like futuristic Japan, but it also included some normal POIs like the castle, the hot springs and stuff like that. So it does feel like they're kind of doing something they've already done, but since it's something I love, I don't really care about it. And I'm just really excited for the Battle Pass because they have a lot of great skins to choose from in the survey. And yeah, overall, I'm really excited. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you're looking forward to. Leave a comment, please, and a like. And please consider subscribing. See you guys next time. Thanks.